US and UK are a very big component of our foreign investors.
Correct.
And US just got to the top of this whole COVID cases yesterday. So we are just beginning to see the impact. And I read an article that was saying that it was sort of judging that US has not handled this issue of COVID very well.
Yeah.
Just like what Singapore, unlike Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea. Yeah. What do you think is going to happen now that US has just come and it just stopped, Italy just stopped, Spain just stopped, China?
I think one of the reasons as to why they've emerged top is, again, the laxity of how they considered this whole issue.
Yeah.
Remember when it started, the president went on record saying it's a hoax. You know, the COVID was so new to everyone. You know, we're not medics, so it was so new to everyone, and it sort of looked like a joke, even for Africans, and that's why you have them saying, you know, we're black.
Chinese virus.
It's a Chinese thing, you understand? You know, all the idiosyncrasies about whether, you know, it's a war game or something.
Yes.
But now the realities are with us.
Yeah.
But I think, again, as we discussed, is the US by far touted themselves as having the best healthcare system.
Yes.
I think that they've been exposed and they've been left there, you know, when you're talking about...
They have 200,000 ventilators.
Correct.
In a population of 330 million people.
New York alone needs 40,000 ventilators. They
Yes.
only have 3,000, so that shows you the magnitude.
Yes.
I think just yesterday, or is it this morning?
Yes.
No, yesterday in the evening, we've
Yes.
seen the President Trump
Yes.
now invoking a law that was last invoked, I think, during the Cold War era, asking companies like now General Motors to start making ventilators. Remember, General Motors, that's not their core line of business. That's not their core business. Yes. But now the president has powers under the Fed to invoke such laws. And now he's invoked the GM to start making ventilators.
Yes.
Because now they've seen the importance, they've seen how the healthcare system has been exposed. Yeah?
Yes.
And remember, again, if you look at Trump and the governors, they've not been seeing eye to eye, especially if you're talking about Andrew Cuomo of New York, which is the hardest hit state in America. They've not been seeing eye to eye with Trump. So Trump, for some reason, thinks all the governors are overstating the personal protective equipment. They call them the PPEs. They're overstating the ventilators that they need. So for him, he's not taking it to the seriousness that it should be accorded to. You've seen Hillary Clinton going on Twitter, rebuking him for that. All the governors are very vocal about it. So I think the health system has been exposed. That's
so when you take all these factors, US is a very big driver of what happens in global markets, including us here.
Yeah.
Looks like a setup for more panic buttons going forward and further downside.
Correct.
Again.
So
valuations could become even more attractive.
They could, especially if you continue seeing what you're seeing now. We've seen they have 100,000 cases.
Yes.
I think there's a population of 330 million. I think by far it's the biggest population in the whole of, if you combine the Western, Europe and America, that part of the North, not counting on the Asian where we know there's India and China.
Yeah.
So for them, I think the more these numbers continue to rocket, the more valuations become attractive. It's almost like a silver lining for our locals. Yeah. The problem again is do we have the firepower? Do you have the firepower?
Do you have the firepower to and so the risk here is also as a fund manager going too early.
Correct. You could get it cheaper.
You could get it cheaper.
Or you wait.
Or you run out of dry powder.
Correct. And remember, we also need the liquidity because some of our funds, especially for retail, you know, there are people who need now this cash now, and they need it a year from now. You understand? So there will always be these withdrawals and all that stuff. So at times you'll find our locals also getting onto the sell side, which at some point may start creating panic because now both internationals and locals are selling. Again, valuations.
So from where I see it, globally, and I was just looking at the numbers, there has been a haircut of at least 20% on almost every market.
Yes.
And from this conversation also, there seems to be more room for further downside.
Correct.
Is that a good way to conclude this section?
It is. Yeah.
So valuations will get better.
Will get better.
Yeah. Okay. So we can now switch to government responses in this period, times of crisis. So I think you are speaking about what the US, the measures that the US is taking. Yeah.